Calvin, and you work at Publishers Weekly.
Yes.
Produce PDW Comics Week.
Yes.
What is your expectation for the show this year?
Well, clearly, I mean, if you were at the show last year, you know that it was gangbusters. It's going to be literally twice as big this year, but I think the excitement that it generates, it's going to be really even beyond that. I think we're going to get huge numbers, and I think there's going to be just huge enthusiasm. It's just going to be a real delight for the fans. So yeah, I'm looking for this to be really a terrific show.
And you're an industry insider, Calvin. What do you think the biggest asset for comics is right now?
The biggest asset, and this is sort of, this is kind of self-regard. I think the biggest asset for comics right now is the explosion of interest and sales in the bookstore market. People are picking up comics and reading them for the first time that ordinarily probably would not read a comic book. So that's what's really exciting about now.
And what do you think the buzz book for this kind of? There's a lot of new books coming out this time of year.
Yeah, there's a lot of new books coming out. I mean, I really like the John Ridley graphic novel, The American Way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really unusual book, and I think it's set in the civil rights eras, and it really features a black superhero that's created by the government for all the wrong reasons. But I think that's an interesting book out there. Actually, a book that actually came out last year, Stagger Lee, actually. I actually didn't read it until recently, and I was very impressed by it. It's really unusual, a mix of fiction and historical research into the Stagger Lee mythology.
Now, you were a main player in the show last year. What do you think you learned from last year's experience to make this show better?
Well, I think what Greg Topelian was able to do, basically to get a bigger space, wider aisles. I mean, for those who don't know, I mean, obviously last year was a huge success, but it got a little crazy. I think the biggest improvement for the show just will be that there'll be more space, there'll be wider aisles, there'll be a better fan experience. And on top of that, really the programming, there's way more programming as well. So there's just a lot of reasons for the show to be a success.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Calvin.
My pleasure.